There is a place on Earth where entering means almost certain death. No guards stand nearby, no alarms will warn you, and once you cross the invisible line, survival becomes a race against time that few could ever win. From a distance, it looks completely harmless. No smoke, no flames, no obvious danger at all. But inside this zone, the environment itself turns against the human body, shutting it down within minutes, which is why humans are not allowed to enter. This place sits far beyond normal travel routes, in a region so empty that maps feel unfinished. Getting close means hours of exposure with no shelter, no medical help, and no quick way back once your body starts failing. Researchers don't go in the way people imagine. They work from the edge, place sensors fast, and leave. Every plan is built around one rule: minimize time near the boundary, because even short exposure can cause dangerous symptoms. People who came too close describe the same pattern: pressure in the head, sudden dizziness, and confusion that feels irrational. The terrifying part is how normal the landscape looks while your body is already reacting to something you cannot see. One of the most dangerous elements here is something you cannot see or hear. Invisible gases collect in low areas, silently displacing oxygen and turning normal breathing into a slow, unnoticed suffocation. Protective suits can delay exposure, but they cannot guarantee safety. Filters clog, oxygen supplies run down, and once equipment begins to fail, there is often no time left to escape. Electronics deteriorate quickly in this environment. Radios lose signal, sensors produce unreliable readings, and batteries drain far faster than expected, leaving anyone inside cut off from assistance. The terrain is deceptive here. Some patches look solid, but the crust is thin and unstable. Underneath are chemically active deposits that can burn skin and destroy gear. One wrong step can break through, trapping you in the most toxic layer, with no safe footing to climb back out. Another unsettling detail is how completely lifeless the area appears. Birds avoid flying over it, insects are rarely seen, and even scavengers that normally thrive in harsh environments seem unwilling to remain nearby for long. The silence feels unnatural, as if the ecosystem itself recognizes the danger. Teams that attempted to approach the central zone often reported a gradual decline rather than a sudden emergency. Strength faded, concentration became difficult, and simple tasks required increasing effort, forcing many expeditions to retreat long before reaching their objective. Many survivors described a sensation of pressure building inside the body, accompanied by dizziness and a growing inability to think clearly. Instruments often showed nothing unusual, making the experience even more disturbing because there was no obvious cause to identify or avoid. What makes this place truly lethal is that none of these effects are dramatic on their own. There is no explosion, no visible contamination, and no clear signal warning you to leave, only a slow progression that quietly overwhelms the body's ability to function. By the time symptoms become severe, coordination begins to fail and escape may no longer be physically possible. The environment does not need to attack directly, it simply creates conditions the human body cannot endure for long. Today, the zone remains largely untouched, not because it is guarded by authorities, but because nature itself has imposed a boundary that humans cannot safely cross, a silent warning written into the landscape rather than on any sign. Despite its extreme danger, the zone remains largely unmarked on most maps and rarely discussed outside specialized circles. Its invisibility in public awareness may be the most effective barrier of all, ensuring that only a handful of people ever come close enough to understand why it is avoided. For those who do encounter it, the experience leaves a lasting impression of how fragile human survival can be when faced with conditions the body was never meant to endure. In a world where most threats can be predicted or controlled, this place stands as a reminder that some boundaries exist simply because crossing them is not an option.